Hey guys, Brix back with another LEGO Transformer review, and today we are taking a look at the final installment of our new V4 Dinobots. Oh, I'm so excited about this. I present to you Dinobot Paddles. Let's check it out. Okay, so here we have Paddles looking super dupe. Considering there is not much to go off of as far as studying his transformation. This is heavily inspired by Planet X's offering for paddles. I try to look at some stuff on DeviantArt also, so I think that kind of plays into this as well. Weapon storage, just like with the Planet X version, is this entire back section there. It comes off and kind of like attaches to one of his hands. It's optional. It's not like mandatory for that to be there, so that's pretty cool. And just in case if you need something with the sword, I guess it could technically attach to one of the paddles like that and look a little silly, but you know, it's there. It's an option. It's something you can do. So we're going to take that off. Articulation, which means I'm going to have to zoom out for that, because in Dino mode, he is clearly like the biggest of all of them. And it's crazy because as he's in like robot mode, he kind of shrinks down and he's like one of the smallest ones. Without parts, was just this part right here that might add to it. But the way everything kind of collapses, it's really cool. But as you can see, everything is on ball joints, so you have pretty much full range of what you want to do with these guys. You can bring it back, do all sorts of stuff. And just like the legs on the other Dinobots, these could also fold in like so. So that's pretty cool. See, this part is pretty heavy, but it's fine. He has multiple points of articulation with the neck, as you can see there and there. That part's not meant to like really be a point of articulation, more for transformation, but yeah, it's more so this joint there, that joint, and this joint. And just like Sludge's head, it's pretty much the same exact thing. Let me just kind of put him down. So I'm like holding a lot to do that. Just like Sludge's head, he has the same type of, you know, mouth and everything. It's like pretty much the same exact head, basically. So look up, do all sorts of, you know, basic animal functions, and of course that's clear for light piping because Transformers. So with all that being said, it is definitely time to get into transformation, and this is going to be exciting. I hope it's exciting for you guys as it is for me, because I like being able to bring you guys something new and different that nobody's really tackled yet. So to get started, I mean, I would love to just kind of take off this weapon mode. I mean, this weapon in the back here. And ideally, that little Technic pin would come off as well. And that'll be inside of the little piece right there. Because his hand is going to plug into the middle hole right there. So what we're going to do is get these legs open because these really want to come out. And ooh, this has been a while, huh? Let's get these arms. Do we get the arms out? Probably not. I think we're going to flip up these little red panels right here. Yeah, because that's hiding the fist. So from there, we're able to bring these out like that. And then they fold in on these clips and hinges right there. Definitely. Okay, so we got that far. As you can see, these legs want to be open, so we're going to do all that. It's going to look like a mess, trust me. And then we're going to bend up, I think it's actually here at this second ball joint right there. I think that's where it actually bends up. And then folds in, and as you can see, this neck is going to bend 180 at that clip joint, and then just kind of rest everything like that. Before we get there, these red pieces will then kind of just close in on that part, kind of locking it down a bit right there. And then you could kind of like collapse the head and everything behind that. From there, so I already see this thing trying to come apart. It's been a while, Let's pop that back in also. Very good. All right, so we're going to work on the legs, obviously. And it's pretty much the same concept of that triple ball joint, I guess, just for consistency. Bring it around, even though there's no tail attached to the other ball. Yeah, it's more so just for consistency purposes. I bring all that around and kind of just flip this way. There you go. That was pretty painless. There you go. So that's what that's going to look like right there. Just like on the other Dinobots, these little flipper things, they're going to kind of just bend in, and they're a lot more concealed than the other ones. So that's pretty cool. And then you could bend these in on that hinge right there, so you guys can see all that. And then that could kind of hang out right there. And maybe like the tip of the flipper would be used as like the heel spur, just in case. So that's one leg done. Let's try to get the second leg done. Ideally, gotta flip all this around. Hope my hands aren't in the way so much and that you guys could actually see this. But it's very intuitive, so we got most of that done, and we flip in the little flipper all the way, bring it in on that hinge, and there you go. 2 legs done. That easy. And then of course we still got the same ankle articulation, so that way you could get this guy nice and planted. And there we got most of paddles done. So the next thing you're going to do is take these back paddles and flip them out to this, as far to the back as you can get them. And then you flip these guys in again. And you could just like leave them there for now. On the other side, do the same thing. Fold it in and kind of leave them there for now. The next thing you're going to do, make sure everything is nice and tight, and then you could start bringing out the arms. Like so. And from there, we got the little head reveal, which tried to come off just now. How did I not secure that? I thought that was secured. All right, so that's fine. We're just gonna kind of undo some stuff to get back there. No big deal. Bend down at that one. Make sure everything is tight. Ah, I see what it is. It's that guy. That ball joint is just really new and tight. But yeah, that would be the backwards head reveal. And then bring everything back up. Close the little flaps. And then the head. Cool. cool? So cool. Whew. Arms are tired right now. So pretty much the arms are, you know, you got to just rotate them. And then you could pose up the fist and all that good stuff. Rotate them so that the flat side is facing you. And then you could pose up the fist. And then with the back paddles, now that we got all that situated, you just kind of keep them off to the side of the shoulders. And that's paddles. He's done. He is done. So we're just going to fix up his weapon here, which is very cool. And with this, how you work that is you take one of the hands, flip it into where you got the little knot sticking out right there, the little stud. Make sure you guys can see that. I'm gonna probably zoom into that part right there so you can see it. And you're just gonna kind of have your finger back there as kind of plug that in right there. Just nice and flush. And that's how he would hold his weird paddles weapon. I don't know what you would call that. It's just, you know, a weapon, and I guess he would stab Decepticons with it or something. I don't know. I kind of feel like this is a bit higher than it was before. It makes sense with the way everything collapses, but I don't know. I don't remember it being so high over his head, but maybe it was. Maybe it was. Final version. Got a chattels on there. And it looks like the video did that whole freezing and saving thing, so I apologize if some of my speech is out of sync. But let's pick him up a little bit so you can see all of him. Looking super cool, super dupe. Oh, I love this. This is awesome. I wish you guys could comment and let me know what you guys think about him. But follow me on social media. You know, I'm gonna post these videos, and then with those you could comment. So let's take a look at the whole team, which I'm gonna have to zoom all the way out. I'm not sure if I want to zoom that far out, but I probably will have to. So we got paddles. Let's set them off to the side because we gotta have Grimlock hanging out in the front right there. Gotta have Snarl, aka Mr. Moosehorns right there. Gotta have some sludge in effect right there. Gotta bring in Slag. And considering it's a wide shot, I was gonna put Swoop up on like a little display stand or something, but that wouldn't be able to catch all of him. So yeah, that is the whole team right there. Could afford to zoom in a little bit. I'm gonna get as wide of a shot as possible so that way you guys get full Dinobot all over the screen right now. Let's go move him out a little bit. His paddles all in his face and everything. But yeah, here is the whole team minus Slash because, you know, I didn't build her, but the video is already up on YouTube. Just look up, you know, Lego POTP / by me, and you'll see exactly how she looks as per the instructions available. So you would have Slash, and you would have all 6 of these Dinobots together in a bundle, living, you know, harmoniously on your computer, and possibly on your shelf if you get the pieces. Like, this is awesome. I can't wait to duplicate the scene with Grimlock and Computron once I do the Computron series. That's going to be pretty cool. But here are, like, this is probably going to be my definitive Dinobot team from here on out for a while, at least for the next several conventions whenever that stuff happens again. But yeah, really wish you guys could let me know what you think in the comments, but YouTube, what are you going to do? But once again, instructions for all of these guys are available on brixmediastudios.com. You don't have to get the bundle, but it's just a better value. But you could also get these guys individually. And I'm even curious to know, like, if you guys say, hey, there's, some other Dinobots out there that you want to see me tackle, then email me at bxbrix1@gmail.com or hit me up on Facebook or Instagram. Let me know, because I want to bring you guys as many Dinobots as possible. As long as it's nothing weird or too similar to what's already out here, then yeah, I wouldn't mind taking a crack at it. I know a lot of you guys are asking, are you going to make them combined? I've been thinking about it, and I do want to, because these guys are, pretty big and bulky, and I think that a combiner would look really awesome. They would kind of follow the same format as my current combiners, where, you have the feet and the hands, the prefabricated like thighs. There might be some type of chest connection, because that's just the more durable way for me to do combiners now, to where like they're a little bit more playable and they won't fall over and just explode into 1,000 pieces, or look like, the arms are too heavy, because these are really heavy robots right here. So they're way bulkier and heavier than my standard Combiner Wars limb. But if I do make these combined, it's going to be a beast of a combiner. It will take some time to kind of fabricate things and, make it work, make it attractive, and, make it reliable, to where if you decided to get the combiner kit for it, then it's not going to feel like a waste of time, because I really try to bring you guys like top quality stuff. And it'll obviously be compatible with the whole Scramble City style. So you might even want to throw these on a different, mix them up with Piranacon, or mix these guys up with Computron parts and stuff like that. Might look pretty cool. But if I do a combiner, it's going to follow my previous Dinobot combiner from way back in the beginning of the channel, where I will name it Extinction, probably version 2. And yeah, it's going to look really beast. So I'm just as excited to see it as you guys, but it just I need the time to do it, and I got to make sure if I do it, I'm going to do it right. I don't want to bring anything to you that's like not the best. So yeah, so I don't know what I'm going to move on to next. I'm still working on Skylink's. He works, but it's just, the transformation isn't as enjoyable as I want it to be, so I might make some alterations. But yeah, that's pretty much like 95% done. I'm making some alterations to tracks and Wheeljack and Road Rage and Loud Pedal, and which will eventually lead to Run Amok and Runabout, which are already designed and on my Instagram if you want to see what those look like. And right now, as of the making of this video, I am working on some smaller combiners. I don't know if I could kind of get my hands on. Where is it? Come here. Come here, guy. So yeah, I'm working on some non-transforming combiners, to where it'll be just something that's fun to play with, like action figures. So these guys are roughly about the same size as my current Transformers, all deluxe scale, but obviously this will be Predaking eventually. The parts don't really come off or anything like that to transform. It's just more of like I wanted to recreate, what was it, Omega Supreme battling, I think it was Devastator or Bruticus. It was one of those guys. But Omega Supreme, of course, was deluxe scale, and I wanted to kind of recreate that scene, and I thought it would be way, really fun to make the combiners in a deluxe scale to where they're playable. It's difficult to play with a combiner that's a foot tall, and like without it worrying about falling apart. So with this, it has pretty good articulation, and so this will be the first one that I do build, and I like it just because of how the wings look. So, but if you want to get an idea of what he looks like, once again, social media, I have pretty much all of my combiners that I have built in this format at this point. So this will be something to look forward to. But other than that, I hope you guys had fun with the version 4 of Dinobots. Brix Media Studios, once again, it has a lot of stuff up there. Still got the coupon code going until about Thanksgiving. Get 25% off on your entire purchase. So, utilize that. Why not? Save a couple bucks. But other than that, I will see you guys next time. Peace.